Once upon a time, in a quaint, sun-drenched meadow, there lived a mischievous snake named Slippy and a plump, jovial groundhog named Grubby. Slippy and Grubby were quite the odd pair, each with their unique quirks, but they shared one common goal in life: to find food. One bright morning, Slippy slithered out of his cozy tree stump, his stomach rumbling like distant thunder. "Time to catch some breakfast," he hissed to himself. Slippy had a cunning plan up his slippery sleeve. He had heard rumors of a delicious nest of eggs hidden in Mrs. Rabbit's burrow. Meanwhile, Grubby awoke from his snug underground burrow, rubbing his round belly. "I could really go for some juicy worms today," he mumbled, stretching his stubby legs. Unbeknownst to each other, Slippy and Grubby ventured out to satisfy their cravings, setting the stage for a hilariously chaotic morning. As Slippy approached Mrs. Rabbit's burrow, he realized he had a problem. He couldn't fit inside the narrow entrance. Slippy slithered back, contemplating his next move. Just then, he spotted Grubby munching on a dandelion a few feet away. A devious idea slithered into Slippy's mind. "Hey, Grubby!" Slippy hissed, slyly sidling up to the groundhog. Grubby turned his rotund body toward the snake. "Oh, hello, Slippy. What brings you here today?" Slippy grinned, his forked tongue flicking in and out. "I heard you're quite the tunnel expert. Do you think you could help me with a little problem?" Grubby's eyes widened with excitement. "Of course, Slippy. I'm always up for an adventure." So, the unlikely duo set off toward Mrs. Rabbit's burrow. Slippy slithered alongside Grubby, providing directions. "Go left, now right, and a quick wiggle to the left again." After a series of twists and turns, Grubby found himself at the entrance of Mrs. Rabbit's burrow. "Here we are, Slippy. How can I help?" Slippy smirked, his beady eyes gleaming. "I need you to tunnel in and grab some eggs for us." Grubby hesitated for a moment, unsure about the request, but the thought of a delicious meal was too tempting. With a determined note, he began to dig. Meanwhile, inside the burrow, Mrs. Rabbit was in for a surprise. She heard straying noises and felt the ground shaking as Grubby dug his way toward the nest. Panicking, she hurriedly ushered her bunnies to safety. Back outside, Slippy kept watch, his eyes darting left and right. "Hurry, Grubby! We don't have all day!" Grubby dug faster, and finally, he reached the end.